Hello everyone, this is my review of the GearWrench 7-piece plier set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Large pair of slip joint pliers, smaller pair. Actually, let me, hold on a second. Let me get a little bit more technical than that. This is a 12-inch pair, this is probably a 10-inch pair. Then you have a pair of pliers, regular pliers, 8.5 inches. Nippers or bullnose pliers, cutters. And those are 8-inch and 8-inch Linesman Pliers. The dikes are a little bit over 7, and the Needlenose are about 8.5, almost 9. I'll start with the large slip joint pliers. First off, I'll say they have really sharp teeth. I've had the chance to use these already a few times, and they're GearWrench part number 82020D. And really nice sharp teeth. They line up really good, if you'll see. There's a little bit of play. They're not adjustable. They're peened over rivets, but they open quite well. They open as far as, I want to say, yep, 2.5 inches. And they have a really good positive lock. Like when you get them on something, they're not going to slip like some of these slip joint pliers do while you're trying to use them. They're good, and they have a nice cushiony handle. Not too soft, but not hard. And they don't have big bolsters. Some people like the bolsters that stick out to kind of guard your hands. Some people don't. This kind of is a combination of both. It has small bolsters. And the same can be said for these smaller ones. These ones are a little tighter. I've used these quite a bit, but these ones, there's really no slack in them. And you can see that, let me see if I can get closer, the machining on them is really nice. And again, really sharp teeth. They get a good bite into what you're doing. And these are 82011. That's the part number. These are their regular pliers. Part number 82014. And the same thing. They're, dual size like most of them. And these ones are a bit stiff because I haven't really used them a whole lot. They're not bad. But again, really nice finish, good sharp teeth, positive action, nice clamping. There's very little flex there when you squeeze them. The nippers or bullnose cutters, whatever you want to call them, these are part number 82028, and they're good. I've used them a little bit, not enough to test how hard they are. What I have used them for, I've clipped off the heads off a couple of nails, and it hasn't marked up the edge at all. It hasn't put any dents or chips or anything. And they're fairly sharp. I'll say they're really sharp. And again, really comfortable grips. I like the looks of these too. The red and black is really sharp with the machine finishes being metal and a darker black on the non-machine surfaces. They're really sharp looking pliers. Then you have the Linesman Pliers. They're just regular basic. They have the rounded part, the flat part. Again, very sharp teeth, sharp cutting edge. Nicely machined surface. This is part number 82025. The good handles, nice. I really like the handles. It's the thing that really sold me on these was the handles, the comfort grip. They're not big. They don't hurt the hands when you're squeezing on them, but they're not big enough to get in the way of anything. So that's those. Then we'll move on to the side cutters, or dikes as some people like to call them. 82012. These I've used a lot, and there are no marks whatsoever on the blades or the cutting edge. And again, they have the black in the unmachined areas and just the metal in the machined areas. And these are really good. I like these. These are my favorite. I have multiple side cutters, like lots. Those. Okay, now that I'm trying to say I have lots, I can't find them all over the place. They're all over the garage anyway, but I have multiple ones, and these are by far my favorite because the grip is awesome, the cutting edge is good, the handles are just the right size. So yeah, I highly recommend them. And finally, the Needlenose. The Needlenose are 82013. Nicely lined up if you look. No flex in them. They have a good, let me see, what can I grab? Let me grab something here. Just grab this lock. I can put on this lock, squeeze pretty hard, and those tips don't flex. They haven't broke. They come to a fairly fine tip. You'll see. They're lined up perfectly. The finish and machining on these is absolutely beautiful. The teeth on these are sharp. They have the rounded part in there for gripping things. And the cutting edge on these, just like the dikes or side cutters, is excellent. I highly recommend them. And again, as always, the grips on these are fantastic. Just enough bolster to stop your hands from sliding up on them, but not too much to get in the way of things. They're a little bit larger than some Needlenose, but I mean, you can get other smaller ones, but I like these. These are good. I highly recommend this set. I won't get into pricing because I'm in Canada, and Amazon CA and Amazon.com prices are completely different. So if I paid $100 for this, you might be getting it for $50, depending on where you buy it. If you get it on Amazon, you can get it in stores, off the GearWrench truck, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I highly recommend the GearWrench 7-piece plier set. Comes in a nice molded plastic tray that I actually kept. I keep all my pliers in a, let me see if I can aim this down here a bit. I keep my pliers in those plier racks. So you can see that if I pan over here a bit. But I actually chose to keep the tray just because I like, these are my most used pliers. So I actually made room to keep them in there. And it's great. They fit in there. Those are my other pliers over there. And the GearWrench sit right there. So if you're looking for a set of pliers, and you know, if you're like me, you had a bunch of mismatched, all different kinds of pliers, and you're just looking for one nice set, or you're just starting out and just looking for a good set, I highly recommend the GearWrench. They're awesome. Get them. Thanks for watching.